Good afternoon, teacher. We are group 9, and in this time we are going to continue with the FCE examination. Okay, now you have to discuss on you this principal topic. That is, why are these issues important to people around the world today? Who wants to start?
Me, I start with education for all. For me, education for all is a topic of wide discussion. For example, the most important, I think, to enable all children and young to prosper, then contribute to making society more educated. The other example could be open door open doors offers. This example held lower rates of begin, among others.
Yes, I'm agree with you because if you open another opportunities, you can do the best. Okay, Alex, what do you think about Karen's participation?
Well, I consider that all these issues are very important, and I agree that the education for all is it's really important because the education generates more opportunities. So I consider that is important, but in my opinion, I think the poverty it's important. It's very important. It's a topic that the governments have to take into account. I think that the racial inequality is detrimental to economic root and underestimates social cohesion, increasing political and social tensions, and in some cases fueling instability and conflict. In addition, other social problems arise from the poverty, such as the insecurity and the drug trafficking, for example.
Yes, this time I'm agree with you because the poly issue affects all one country in this case. Camila, what do you think about Alex participation?
Well, I agree too, because it is true that poverty there are other consequences like crime. It's also a clear consequence that appears to the poverty. Now, speaking a little about the pollution, it is an issue that affects everyone. I think pollution 8 and 10 years ago was something simple, and only a small group of people were sorry were concerned about it, but most were not. But now it's really different because the people see the great consequence that pollution has caused, and that is why it is very important for people to talk, give talks, discuss in these issues, because it affects everyone, not just the people who burn forests, cut down trees, overshoot, hunt, and do things that harm nature. It directly affects our health. That is why people live less time than before.
Yes, I'm agree because if we don't have a good environment, we could die in a long period. Okay, now I designed some questions for you according to the topics that you talk. In this case, Karen, how does access to education for all contribute to the overall development and well-being of individuals and societies?
Okay, in my opinion, I think that educate people are open minded and can listen and accept other people's points of view no matter how different they are. In addition to this, create more employment opportunities, develop problem-solving skills, and happy life from my point of view.
No, that's correct. Alex, this is for you. What are the main consequences of poverty on communities and economy?
Well, in my opinion, the poverty generates many consequences uh, for the communities and the economy. Among of the main consequences of the poverty, which affects the community, are, for example, the malnutrition, lack of decent housing, and limited access to other basic services, such as education or health, too.
Yes. Okay, let me think. What could be the question for you, Camila? Okay, how does pollution, particularly air and water pollution, impact human health and the environment?
I believe being exposed to a lot of air pollution can cause a variety of health outcomes. For example, we are prone to respiratory infections, heart disease, and things like that. For other hand, I think the contaminated water, diseases such as cholera, other diarrheas, that are transmit, which are strong and harmful for the health.
Yes, yes, that's important because if we don't have a good health, yeah, you can think that we can die. Okay, I appreciate the responses, but you have a little time to discuss on you about what could be the best option for this principal topic.
Well, I agree. I agree with all your responses, with all your opinions, but I continue thinking, I continue thinking that the poverty is one of the most important issue uh, in the world. See that the all the countries uh, faces, because the global poverty is one of the most pressing problems that the world faces today. And the poorest in the world are often undernourished without access to basic services. Uh, as I said, even though other services such as electricity or say think drinking water, or what do you think, Camila?
Yes, each exposed point is important because it affects us. But something that affects the world the hardest is poverty to the great consequences it brings. And yeah, that is all. Karen, do you want to add something?
Yes, I agree. For me, equality is poverty, because poverty is something that exists all over the world. Is the problem of the world.
Yes. Okay. So, if the poverty is your main consequence of the issue, uh, that's you're right. Okay, we finished with the FCE examination now, and I'm grateful with you for your response. Thank you.